Hi everyone, welcome to today's tutorial, and in this video I will be covering this really interesting tool called the perspective warp tool. And this type of tool actually works best if you have any 3D images or if you have any image of a particular building. So what this tool will help you to do is to change the perspective a little bit of the buildings, right? So you can easily do that with the perspective warp tool. So without further ado, let's dive right in. So as you can see that I've already opened up this image of these skyscrapers. So we can easily just change the perspective. To do that, I will be going to edit and I will find this option right here which says perspective warp, right? Okay. So as you can see that my cursor gets changed and now I can just easily just make one type of this type of a rectangle like this. And as you can see that this rectangle has horizontal and vertical lines. So let's align this rectangle along with this skyscraper over here. So I'm gonna just drag it like this. It's really easy to align the boxes like this. I'm gonna align it like this over here, right here. I'm just gonna bring this one a little bit inside as well. Okay. So once I get that, I'm gonna come over here on the side which has this option. You might see it a little differently. You might see the word warp written over here. I'm gonna select this one and then I can easily change the perspective a little bit like this, right? Like that. Okay. So but let's do it a little differently now. I'm gonna go back to my perspective warp tool and I'm gonna make one rectangle over here and I'm gonna change the perspective over here. And this time I'm just going to change the perspective a little bit like this. And I'm going to make another perspective of this another skyscraper like this. So as you can see, as soon as I get my box right close to this other box right here, my edge becomes highlighted, which means that it's going to attach with the other box right here. So I can do that. I can just go ahead and select like that. Okay. Then I can easily just change it like this, right? And select the warp tool and then just change the perspective a little bit like that. As you can see that the perspective is being changed like this. I'm gonna make slight changes over here so you can see the difference like that. Okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and click on this tick mark right here. And there you go. Even though it does look a little bit distorted, but you can see that the perspective has been changed a little bit. And in case if you get this kind of a space outside your images, that's okay. We can go ahead and also fix that. To do that, I'll be selecting this rectangular marquee tool and I'll make one small selection like this. I'm going to click on shift and backspace till I get this content aware option and I'm just going to click on OK. And as you can see that this also does get filled to quite an extent. So there you go. This was the perspective warp tool. So you can experiment with the same uh, kind of effect with different kinds of images as long as they are in 3D. And of course, you can experiment the same kind of effect with buildings as well. Preferably try and get images which have a perspective to it, be it like a 3 point perspective building or any type of images which have perspective. So you can change the perspective with the perspective warp tool.